Well, global markets have been rocked by volatility this week as investors grow increasingly wary of the risk of a recession in America. Now, economists are warning Donald Trump's protectionist agenda, such as placing tariffs on foreign goods coming into America, runs the risk of pushing up US inflation over the longer term. Ross Greenwood explains what this all means.
When Donald Trump came to power, stock markets soared to new all-time highs in America and around the world. Tech shares especially soared on the perceived boom for artificial intelligence and for data centres. The thought of tariffs was then, well, pretty good. They'd protect US industry from cheap imports and also encourage companies that have built plants in China, Asia and Europe to go back home. But now markets are having a second thought. Our stock market, say you can see, is almost 6.9% off its highs a month ago. The US tech-laden index, the NASDAQ, it's down 11% in just 3 weeks. And it's the household names of those tech giants that have been hit the hardest. In the past month, have a look at this. Tesla down 33%, Nvidia down 19%, Meta or Facebook down 17%. That is a massive washout and also a big change of heart. Well, this week, the falls accelerated, sparked by this from Donald Trump, who was asked directly by the Fox News host Maria Bartiromo if he expects a recession this year.
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big. We're bringing wealth back to America. That's a big thing. And there are always periods of, it takes a little time.
Do note, he didn't say no. For a president who points to the stock market as a judgment of his performance, who promised America a boom that it's never seen before, this stuff is pretty sobering. And it's because there's finally a realisation that tariffs on products manufactured in China or Canada or Mexico will ultimately bring higher prices to Americans. That means inflation and perhaps a slower economy, perhaps even higher interest rates. The head of the US Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, who helped set those interest rates, well, he knows it.
While there have been recent developments in some of these areas, especially trade policy, uncertainty around the changes and their likely effects remains high.
So what you have to now judge is whether this is one of the greatest buying opportunities in the stock market, or whether Trump's tariffs have the effect of pushing up inflation and interest rates, and whether that triggers a backslide into recession not long after the last one. Get this decision right or wrong, and you're either a hero or a zero.